Well, hello. Welcome back to Lindseys Bilds. We should be carrying on with floating dry duck today, episode 6, I think this is. Yeah, stream 6. So, more work. So we'll go down cameras and we'll get cracking. So, Panzer popped in and he says, "Meow, hello Panzer, I know you've gone back to work now." Sprue and Glue says, "Hi Lindsay in chat." Hello there, Sprue. Panzer says, "Sorry, my meal break will be over by the time your stream starts. Have a great stream, Lindsay. Cheers, bud." Panzer says, "Hi, Sprue." Right, okay, so I'm not expecting money in. There's only, 2 here at the moment. So we're just going to stick a few more pipes on. I did some more off camera with these other ones. Let's just grab one of them where I was putting small little tiny photo edge brackets on. I've done 2 of these so far, this pod and then the other one. So I've done 2 of them so far, plus put all these top lights in. These are really a pain in the rear end to do. You can't pick them up with tweezers because they're that small and you have a job to hold them in your fingers, get them in, and yeah, there's something to be desired, but yeah, there you go. I did my best with them. So yeah, they're supposed to be down lights, I think, but yeah. I've tried all sorts of ways of getting those on, but yeah, it's not good. So as you see, numbered this one pod because this only has 7 of those brackets on. They're like one has 7, one has 8, and then the rest have 10 till you get to the other end, and then that's repeated, same as this one. So we're going to stick some pipes in. Put the last lot of pipes in the bottoms of these. 6 of these to do, and if we've got time, we might do something else. We'll see how it goes. So we'll get started. Change my eyeballs. Okay, I've got David Markey in. Hello there, David Markey. He says, "Afternoon, Lindsay." Afternoon there, Dave. And he says, "Afternoon, folks." Hello, Panzer. Got Following Ghost in as well. Hello there, Following Ghost. He says, "Morning, everyone." Morning there, Following. David Markey says, "Hello, David." Cheers. He also says, "Hello, Ghost." Ghost says, "Hi, David Markey." Following Ghost says, "Hi, Panzer and Sprue." Following Ghost says, "Hi, David Markey." Following Ghost says, "Hi, Panzer and Sprue." Okay, so we'll get right down to it. I've got the right glasses on here, so this is the middle sections I'm doing now, so I get to the other end. So yeah. Sprue and Glue's got big pink waving hands, and we've got Carl in as well. And he says, "Good afternoon, all." Afternoon there, Carl. These are literally pain. And then all I've got to do is put this back in, line it up with the hole at the bottom. Just drop a little bit of tet, a little bit of top to secure it. There we go. So that's that one. Following note says, "Hi Carl. Well, I hope you're all having a better day than me. Time to unwind. That's why I'm doing a live stream. Time to unwind." We've got Ron in as well. Hello there, Ron. And he says, "Hi, Lindsay and all in chat." Hello there, mate. Hope you're feeling better, mate. David Barkey says, "Hello, Michelle. I was going to give you a call today, but things have been a bit mad today, mate." Okay. Stick that to one side. Okay, where did I get to in chat? David Markey says, "Hello, Michelle." David Markey says, "Hello, Ron." There, get another one. Right. Got 8 people in, that's good. Jeff Light's in. Hello there, Jeff and Maggie. Nice to see you guys. And he says, "Good afternoon, guys." Good afternoon, Jeff and Maggie. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to put these bits in across the top here on stream because, yeah, they are really, really horrible to try and put on. They're tinier than these I'm trying to put on here. Tinier than these. I'll actually show you one in a minute. Ron says, David Markey says, hello, Jeff and Maggie. Ron says, I'm doing okay for now, but it has been a bit of an issue with my arthritis, but just got to the bench for a bit. Cool. Jeff Light says, just about to have a cuppa. Nice. Following Go says, hi, Ron, Jeff and Maggie. Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, mate. It's a bit straighter. That's it. So what have you all been doing today? Anything good? Okay, so go Paul Christopher in, and it says, hi, David Markey. He also says, hi, Ghost. He says, afternoon, fellow modelers. Hello there, Paul Christopher. We've got Gina in. She says, hello, everyone. Hello there, sis. Hope you're okay. Gina says, all on your own today, Lindsay. Yes, I'm afraid so. Paul Christopher says, building a roll-free kit of a post office. Oh, cool. Jeff Light says, hi, Paul. Jeff Light says, hi, Gina. David Markey says, hello, Paul C. What are you doing anyway, sis? Much. Paul Christopher says, hi, Jeff. And he also says, hi, Gina. I've already put them on. Okay. That's not what I've done. Paul Christopher says, hi, Jeff. He also says, hi, Gina. Gina says, no, not really. Chilling today as I have a day off. Cool. David Marcus says, I am housework as her ladyship will have arrived back from Scotland tonight. That's it. You've got to get the place cleaned up after partying. David Marcus says it will be too dark for her to travel home, so staying here. Yeah. Following Ghost says, hi, Gina and Paul. Yeah, you have to get the place tidy, mate. One more to go. Get in. And 9 people in. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch me. We've got Mr. Marcus in. Hello there, Marcus. How are you? Hope you're good. Nice to see you. And he says, afternoon all. Following Ghost says, today is gluing random parts, painting figures, moving parts to clear containers with labels, and arguing with the dog about food. Nice. Following Ghost says, hi, Marcus. Paul Christopher says, hi, Marcus. David Markey says, completed the Italiari Mercedes-Benz 540K. Not right, but it looks okay from a distance. Oh, well. David Markey says, hello, Marcus. As long as you like it, that's the main thing. Marcus says, hey, Ghost, Paul, and David M. I don't think they're the easiest kits to put together, though, are they? To be honest. After I finish this build, they've got my room ready for rehabilitation. I have to go into rehab after this build. Following Ghost says, downloaded CapCut for my phone, so I'll play with that sometime to get more videos posted. Yeah, it's quite good, that is, because I use CapCut. It's quite good. It's quite easy to use as well. Once you've done it a couple of times. I just do the basic things on it, really. Okay, so that's another one done. Another one that bites the dust. Following goes says, hope that goes well, Lindsay. I was in rehab for over 3 weeks. This build, mate, I shall need rehab for after this. So I'll be dreaming that'll be about over 500 parts the same, all lined up on my bench, ready to put on, you know. Definitely, it's a nice build, but it can definitely test your sanity. It's definitely a nice build. Some of the parts are very small, too small, that I must say. But other than that, no, it's all right, I suppose. It'd be well worth all the hassle when it's done. I have nicked a couple of photos from Facebook that some people have done, but I can't show you one because it'll copyright. They made a beautiful job on them. Beautiful job. Just hope I can do this justice like they've done that. There's one was a 1350, same as this, and then the other one was a 1700. But the 1700 is not apparently made by TAKOM. It's made by a sister company. Same mold, but just in a different box with a different company name on it. Well, not the same mold. Obviously, it's different molds, but it's a TAKOM mold, I think. Can't remember the name. I was quite surprised when I saw it, actually, because I always thought they were all TAKOM ones. Obviously not. It's like you get I Love kits and Merit. They're just reboxes by Trumpeter. Tax avoidance, I think. This one's not going on so well. Because they're an awkward shape as well. Come on. Here we go. If in doubt. Just got to make sure it lines up with that hole. Because when I glue this down, these have to sit in these recesses. That's it. So that's another one. Yeah. There's quite a few of them, definitely. The 12 watching, thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. If you can make it 12 thumbs up, that'd be even better. So did the wind cause havoc wherever you live? It's caused quite a bit of devastation here. Loads of fences down. My neighbours, one is leaning right over. Really bins flying through the air during the night, rattling around the street. Tons of rubbish. And lo and behold, they got their wheelie bins back, but they left all the rubbish in the street. So we've got rubbish floating everywhere at the moment. I picked a load of it up that was outside my house, put it in my bin. Yeah. 10 people in. Yes, it's very tedious, this. David Marcus says, heavy rain, wind most of the night, sunshine and odd shower here now. Well, we've had sun most of the day, but still very, very windy. I went out my back door last night and God, it blew me back straight in the house. It's like whoosh, stopped me dead in my tracks and pushed me backwards. It's quite a noisy night, actually. It kept me awake. Plus the wind setting car alarms off as well. Didn't go quite in the right place. That's right this time. Yes. Swash your 3Bs, guys. I've only had my breakfast up this morning. My daughter made me a sausage sandwich with cheese, and barbecue sauce, and I had a cup of tea and all. See, that one's moved. And I don't want to use super glue on them because they'll end up breaking off eventually. I need them to weld. There we go. So that's another one done. Another one bites for this. There we go. Do the last lot of number 12s. This will be the last lot of it. Putting those little pipes in. And I'll have to wait for them to set. It'll take a little while. Jeff Black says rain with a hint of hail, plus 6 degrees. Well, it's a lot warmer than that here. It's just the wind that makes it feel really cold. It's where I live, it's quite open. Go like kind of half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, and I'm out in the countryside. So she blows a good one. It's not gone in the hole. Shouldn't think you can see much with my hands in the way. Okay. Still 12 people in. Cool. On this build, guys, if you ever do this, you really, really need to read the instructions. Well, I say read it, study it, because otherwise you can get caught out big time. Okay. So we've got to let those dry. Okay, so what else can we get on with? Let's have a look. Just wipe the camera with my arm. Right, let's just make sure we. So I'm not even off stage 2 yet. Getting there though. No, I haven't done C2 on that. C12. This thing can be very, 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 very confusing if you don't kind of keep an eye on what you're doing. Okay. So I'm not going to do no photo etch this session. So what I'm going to do, I think I'll start making the crane plastic parts. Right, that's what we'll do. Okay. I'm going to make 2 of these. Damn interesting. Damn. What is up here? We'll find out in a minute. 813. Lindseys. Okay. Need to go back to the box. We've got Mr. Flip Dip in, and he says hi Lindsay. Jeff says hi Marcus. Jeff also says hi Flip Dip. Following Ghost says hi Flip Dip. So we're just taking it easy. We're not rushing around trying to do anything. Just going to take it nice and easy. Okay. I'll see what that bit is now. So we'll start building part. There's 2 of these cranes to build. They're half plastic and half photo etch. So, so we need that bit. A9. Need to go over to the box again. Yeah. Nice, it should be on this sprue. Dork. Okay, there it is. I think that's it. Yep. That goes in like that. Catch up with the chat in a minute if there is any. Okay. So I think we'll make 2 of those. We'll make 2 cranes at once, I think. And A9. Okay, David Markey says, hello, flipped it. Following go says, we missed the tornadoes this time. Wind is bad, so I have a large dog trying to protect me from the wind monsters. Bless it. What kind of dog is it? Dogs are funny creatures, aren't they? Then we've got to get some photo etch. Put a piece of photo etch on, which is TPD7. Okay, so we'll let them set. Then we'll get some photo etch. So we'll need the bender. So it's TPD7. Let's be oh, she's an American Staffordshire Terrier that now weighs 40 kilogram. I adopted him from our local animal control. Now he's a service dog. Oh, cool. What did I say? D. D. B. E. A. D. A. At 8. D7, which is that one there. Yes, the devil's metal, guys. Okay, so while that is still stuck to that cellophane there, what I've done, I've brought up the sides. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on each end of those posts, and then I shall take it out, the sticky part. That saves me trying to handle it. And then I can cut the access whatchamacallit off the cut the access burrs off once I get this kind of like stuck down. Just wait for it to grab. It plays ball. Come on. Be good for Lindsay. A little bit time consuming, but I'd rather take this out of this fret a whole box than try and lift it out flat. It's been a little bit awkward at the top at the moment. I haven't got 3 hands, so I would have got the accelerator out. Scott's model's in. It says, "Hey everyone." Hi there, Scott. Scott says his marker's taking notes. Okay. Not easy to do, but just gotta wait for the super glue to grab. Once it's grabbed, you're laughing. I might have to get the accelerant out. I'm going to have to get the accelerant out. David Markin says hello, Scott. Flip Dip says hi, everyone in chat. Scott's model says hi, David. Scott says hi, Flip. Okay, so unfortunately that has come away from the plastic. So okay. Okay. This is where things could get a little bit tricky. Just wait for that to go off. Okay. So there we go. One box. Guys. Flip Dip says, how did you get on, Lindsay? With my scan, yes, it went smoothly. It's just afterwards that made me feel a little bit kind of sick. Yeah, temperature and that. I'm just now waiting for the consultation to see what their plan of action is. So now I've got to try and, without crushing this with my fingers. Okay. makes you quite ill actually being pumped full of radiation. So, okay. What's that one? So we have one there with a bottle, a little cage. Yeah. So that is the bottom of that. Should make the other one off. Okay, so we've got to go for A12 now. Now this doesn't say don't glue. A12. Got about 28 minutes left, guys. I think this is the same both sides, so it doesn't really matter which way it goes on. Plus this one's got a injection molding part on there. So that can go to the bottom. Goes on there. This piece I'm not going to, well, I am going to glue it. So because it sits in slots so it doesn't rotate. Okay. I can put that other plastic piece on the other one. Uh, no extra chat yet. I've got 9. A few of them disappeared now. It's getting that time of day. So, with everybody in the UK going to have their tea or picking up children from school. So I'm in no rush to do anything really. So eight people in. Okay. Okay, I think I'll make the other bottom up. That's this one. Make the other part up. If Ron don't stream tonight, I'll probably put one in at 7 o'clock. I haven't seen anything up, not yet. But I'll get in touch with Ron. Don't know whether he's still with us. Didn't need my photo etch bender for this. We've got Plastic Monkey in. Hello there, Paul. And he says, afternoon, guys. He also says, hi, David and Scott. David Market says, hello, Paul. And hello, Sue. Hello there, Sue, if you're there in the background. Flip Dip says, you might end up being like Dr. David Banner. I've been waiting for all these superpowers, but nothing's happened, Flip. The amount of radiation I've had in my body over the last 2.5 years is unbelievable. So I'd have got some superpowers by now, wouldn't you? Just what I didn't want to happen. Tweezers stuck in it. What's going on here? Let's have a look. Because that is too far forward. There we go. Okay. Got a blob of glue in there I didn't want. Be careful how I do this. This one's not turning out so well. Stuff is so freaking delicate, it's unbelievable. Okay. Okie dokie. There he goes. Okay, so that's the other cage done as well. Okay, how are we doing for time? Cool, we've got 16 minutes left. Yeah, so I could do a bit of preparing work, I suppose. We don't need no more photo etch for a while. Okay, clean up work. So, stick that away. B2s. Which are those? Drag the rest of the stream out with clean up work now. So, two of those. Two A6s. Which are these? Okey-dokey. Following Ghost says, hi Paul, Sue and Scott. Plastic Monkey says, Sue's out on the school run, got home before her today. Plastic Monkey says, hi at G. Flipped It says, at least you'll get to visit lots of different towns every week. Hi, Lindsay. Just hold on a minute, guys. See, Lindsay. Okay, guys, so just get these bits cleaned up. So that's all we can do really in this session, unfortunately. So yeah, thank you very much for coming in, guys. Made a little bit of progress. We've got all those pipes stuck on, and started to build the cranes. I might be back at 7 o'clock tonight if Ron doesn't stream. So yeah, look out for that. It'll be a single stream though, and yeah, we will see you then. So thank you very much for coming in, guys. All much appreciated. If you enjoyed the stream, put the thumbs up, and we'll catch you all later, guys, with another episode of this. So we'll say goodbye. Bye.